Welcome everyone to SportsbookReview.com. It's game number 13 in the bowl season. We're off to Detroit for the quick lane. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on Eastern Michigan. Pittsburgh Panthers, we know that they love sacks. They feed on sacks. They are one hungry defence. We've got no Big Ragu today. He's been sent out on a scouting mission, but DJ BIGBOSS is going to be going through it with us. And next man up, as Bill Belichick says, is Bourbano. Gentlemen, how are we?
Good, Flash.
I'm doing
Good
great
to be with
over
you.
here,
Ready
Flash.
to break down some bowl games.
Yeah, well, let's look at this one with Pittsburgh Panthers. They're giving up 11. The total's 49. I'm looking at Intertops at minus 105 sitting there. I love that. So go over to sportsbookreview.com/Intertops. Press that button. Have a little look at everything you thought you'd get. And there's plenty more there. DJ, take us through this first game.
This is a tricky one for me right here. I fell short of Pittsburgh quite a few times this season. This team is not as impressive as they're looking right here with the line movement going from 9 to almost 11 and a half right here. I don't really understand the line movement. Now, this Eastern Michigan team, they can put up some points and they can put some yards on the board and stuff like that. They can pass. Not too much of a running team, but they can run a little bit as well. You know, they were 7-4 for the season right here. And I kind of like Eastern Michigan despite the line movement. You know, bowl games, line movement can come from many different reasons. But in this situation right here, give me the points in this one. But you might have more of a chance and more value on the total side. And that would be going over in this game because, defense, Pittsburgh being this defensive Mongol or whatever you want to call them, I didn't really see it. You know, Pittsburgh failed me quite a few times offensively and defensively this year. So this Eastern Michigan team can score, and they don't play much defense themselves. They give up 30 points a game. So Pittsburgh to get an opportunity this time to score some points, I don't think they could lock Eastern Michigan down. So I think I'd find more value on the total, and I'd take the over.
Okay, so you lean Eastern Michigan getting the 11 as maybe 11 and a half in a place, and you want to go over 49. But Barno, that's the complete opposite of where I'm looking here. I think Pittsburgh are far too strong for Eastern Michigan, and I like the under 49 because I think this Pittsburgh Panthers side, they're coming to eat, and their main thing on the menu is the quarterback.
Now, this is one of those games, Flash, where the fundamentals, if you're breaking down stats, if you're breaking down the matchups at this time of year, are going to point you to the Pittsburgh side. There's no question. They can run the football. That's their primary method of attack on offense is running the football, keep Kenny Pickett, the quarterback, in manageable down and distance situations. And Eastern Michigan's run defense is nothing to write home about. They're giving up 4.7 yards per carry, 202 rushing yards per game. That matchup would say edge Pittsburgh. You know, Eastern Michigan may be having trouble stopping them. I do like Eastern Michigan's offense, though, with Mike Glass at quarterback. He played really well this season, particularly down the stretch. I like his touchdown-interception ratio, not bad. 22 touchdowns for him, 10 interceptions. A pretty good passing attack, and probably the weaker part of Pittsburgh's defense is their secondary. So I think Eastern Michigan is going to have the potential to move the ball. And I know Pittsburgh's got the chance maybe to have the edge in the trenches. You know, we're talking about an ACC team against a MAC team. This is one of those games and those spots that you have to pay attention to in bowl games because I think fundamentals, matchups on the field do favor Pitt. But everything else, intangibles, motivation, level of excitement for these particular teams, I think all of that really lies toward Eastern Michigan. You look at Pittsburgh, 7-5. From what I've been reading from this game, Pat Narduzzi's team was expecting a little bit more glamorous bowl game than the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit, Michigan. They were hoping for a warm weather climate game. They were hoping to go somewhere, a little bit extra special than Detroit. Now you're going to Detroit. Playing a MAC team, a middle of the pack MAC team, I don't see the motivation. And when you start to look at Pat Narduzzi's track record in bowl games, it's not pretty. He has not done well in bowl games. In fact, you look at Pittsburgh, 1-6 straight up, 2-5 against the spread their last 7 bowl games. As a favorite, Pittsburgh's 0-3 straight up. They've lost outright, straight up, as a favorite their last 3 bowl games. 0-3 straight up, 0-3 against the spread their last 3 bowl games as a favorite. And Eastern Michigan, from what I can glean just early, this game's still a few days away, they're excited. They're close to home. They play in Ypsilanti, Michigan. They're going to have a somewhat, at least, of some crowd support for this game. From what I've read, they're excited to be playing a team like Pittsburgh. I really worry this could be a no-show. This could be a flat as a pancake Pittsburgh Panthers team. This is not the venue they wanted to be at. This is not the bowl game they wanted to be at. If I'm betting this game, I'm taking the double digits and the +11 with Eastern Michigan.
Babano, I like that. I do like that. And I think I've just put a line through the Panthers giving up the 11. But I won't budge. I'm definitely going on the under 49. I don't see this being a complete shootout. And if you're going to get the 11 with Eastern Michigan, then I'm looking for a low score. Okay, so make sure you join us again, because we're going to be going, next time you join us, with the Military Bowl. Take care.